So check this out. If you want to get your body weight exercise numbers up, like a pull-up, a push-up, then check out the repetition effort method. I'm going to break it down exactly how to do it so that your numbers start soaring. Check this out. So a lot of people will ask me how to get their push-up numbers up or their pull-up numbers up. And there's a method that I share with them that will get these numbers up. Now, it's called the repetition effort method. What we're going to do, and I'm going to demo this on the pull-ups, just because push-ups will take me a longer time to bang out my max number. And then I'm going to give you a calculation of how to break this down and add it into your training, no matter what type of training that you're doing. So when you're fresh, go out for your max amount of pull-ups. By the way, any other bodyweight exercise, that you could think of, inverted rows or whatever else it may be, if you're prepping for certain tests. Okay, so I'm probably not going to go all out, but again, make sure you're warmed up, make sure you're fresh. And here's the thing, this rep effort method, if you can't do one pull-up, okay, then you got to get stronger to get to that pull-up. But if you're in that 5, 6, 4, 8 rep range, but you want to get those numbers up, this will really, really work for that. Okay, so I'm going to go max out on my pull-ups here. Luka rip. All right, so let's call it 20, okay? So I got 20. I'm going to multiply whatever number I got by 2.5, right? So 2.5x, so 20 times 2.5 is 50. So for me, I would be shooting to get 50 pull-ups about 4 times a week. I say at least 3, preferably 4, maybe even 5 times a week. Now, you can do them and split them up any way you want to. For example, I talk about the grease to groove method. If you had to pull a bar at home, at a gym, I could just do 5 reps at a time. So for example, 5 reps out of 20 is not that much, right? I'd be very, very fresh on this. So I hit 5, an hour later, 30 minutes later, 2 hours later, I did another 5, right? So getting to that 50 total throughout the day. But for many of you, you can sprinkle this in throughout your training session. Okay, so for example, let's say I'm doing a lower body training session. I just did a deadlift or a lunge. In between, I knock out 5, 6 pull-ups. Okay, 2 sets later, I do another 5 to 6, and so on. Let's say I finish the session, I'm at about 35 reps. I do 3 more sets of 5. Now, let's say if you got 5 pull-ups, you'd multiply that by 2.5. You'd get 12 and a half, so about 13 pull-ups, okay? You could split that up into 13 sets of 1, okay? You can go 13 sets of 1, you can go 5 sets of 2, the rest is 1. You can split it however you want to, because you will get a neurological effect, right? Strength is a skill. And so that way, the volume builds up, and you would do this for 4 to 6 weeks. Ideally, I'd say for 6 weeks, at least 3, if not 4 times or 5 times per week. And then take a couple of days off, probably 2 to 3, and then retest your numbers. Now, with the push-ups, similar thing. Imagine that I got 30 push-ups times 2.5, I'm gonna go 75, right? Same thing, splitting it up into sets of 10, sets of 5, just getting that total number. So on your off days, it's easier to get in, but on your training days, you're just plugging it in throughout the training session. You can do some in your warm-ups, some throughout the sets in between, and some at the end, right? So try that for any bodyweight exercise you want to get up, again, especially pull-ups, push-ups, inverted rows, things of that nature, and then do it for 4 to 6 weeks. Let me know how you can retest it. Okay, for more tips like this, make sure you follow this channel.